Progressive. I feel like that term gets thrown around a whole lot and used for different reasons or means different things to different people. But I guess for me, or for us, it's kind of like really anything that involves kind of like a forward-thinking approach, maybe a unconventional approach to writing music, trying to just find new and interesting ways to express yourself musically. It's a pretty vague term that, people assign to a lot of different kinds of music. So I've never really been sure what it's supposed to mean, but I guess that's what it would mean to me. It's fitting because Intronaut, we kind of have maybe a unique approach to writing music. Basically, we're just trying to write the music we want to hear. We're like a fully democratic band. Everybody contributes. We write a lot of stuff on our own, and then bring it to the table, and everybody, will kind of write off of what someone else has written. Sometimes songs are born out of just a complete, jam in the practice space, starting from nothing and creating something. Sometimes it's more of everybody coming up with, a riff or a collection of riffs or musical ideas on their own. And sometimes lyrics will come up based on the vibe of the song. Sometimes lyrics are written before the song's even written. Again, it just we just let it happen the way it feels like it wants to. We all come from different musical backgrounds, but we all have a lot of common musical ground that it kind of creates a way for us to feel the same way about a direction we want to go in, but at the same time, everybody has kind of their own unique approach to getting there. And once it's all said and done, it doesn't sound like any one of us has, influenced more than the other. We all have to be able to take constructive criticism. If all the guys in the band are telling me that, this particular part could use a little less distortion and a little more high end or something like that, like we'll all, and me being a drummer, like I can drum nerd out with Danny for hours about drum tones and snare drum tunings and stuff like that. So because we all respect each other very much as musicians, even when we are talking about different instruments or even if we're disagreeing about something, everybody takes everybody else's input seriously. It's not like, well, hey, I'm the guitar player, so don't tell me about my tone. Everybody's opinion and input is valued. Earlier on, it was much more just about the music. It was a lot more technical. There was more metal. And I feel like over time, both with the introduction of the clean vocals, melodic vocals, vocal harmonies, stuff like that, for us, it became more about trying to be better songwriters as opposed to try to become more technical. So, we enjoy the technical aspect of the music, and we always will, and we're trying to, kind of always break new ground in that respect. But we're really trying to write songs. That's the bottom line. When we start writing, we don't have a set plan, like this is how we're gonna have these songs string together, but it usually just kind of ends up working out that way, where as we're writing, wherever we're all at musically at that time, we'll find certain musical ideas that are kind of popping up several times, and we'll have, like, every one of our albums has certain like riffs or rhythms or some kind of musical concept that's repeated throughout the album. We're not putting things together, editing, fixing stuff a bunch in the studio, and then figuring out how to pull it off live. Like when we're recording, we're already ready to play live. In fact, the last album, The Direction of Last Things, we recorded it live in 4 days, which was nerve-wracking. You're always going to get those people that liked the old stuff. And especially when we started doing clean vocals and vocal harmonies and stuff, people like, this sucks now, these guys are trying to be pop star, whatever, we don't really pay a lot of attention to that. We're just more interested in doing what we like. So I'd say for every one person that decided that we're not as cool as we used to be, there's 10 other people that maybe would have never gotten into our music. There's more people at our shows that aren't just metalheads, which is a really nice thing to see. And you know, you see a lot of people at our shows that you wouldn't expect to see at a metal show, and that makes us happy. If you love that band, you're going to go out and see their live show, especially if it's a good live show. So for us, it really is about the live show, that we tour like crazy. The minute we're done touring, we start writing new stuff, like write, record, release, tour, you know, over and over.